There it is. All right. And I think the audio is still probably good. I haven't touched the audio level since the last time we streamed. So we're going to continue. Ooh, which one is the most recent one? This one. We quit at almost 1:30 in the morning. That was a late stream. That was fun. I slept like a baby that night. I don't think I didn't get to bed until almost 3, but I think I slept in past 10, which is great that the dogs actually allow me to do that. Okay, so we're in the visitor's room of the detention center. This is where our... Oh, now she's in here. Okay. Let's see, I know it's a bit early to ask, but is there a chance you'll do the other games if you like this one by the end? Oh, for sure. So there's 3 games in this pack, right, Sniper Blaze? I'm not sure how long each game is. We spend about 4 or 5 hours. Maybe like 4 solid hours probably in this game. And we finished the first episode and part of the second, so they might be kind of lengthy. Hey, a funny thing, good to see you. Hope you're having a good Saturday. So yeah, it depends on how long the game is. If it's super long, I might finish a game and then maybe do something else kind of short and then jump back into it. Kind of go back and forth. Because I typically play like story-focused single-player games on this stream. Hey, Fuzz Arrow, welcome back. But I'm always worried that if I play a game that's super long, we're just going to kind of lose interest. You know, because I don't really get to play a whole lot of games. My streaming schedule, I get maybe 10 to 12 hours a week. So if I'm playing like a 60-hour game, that could take me like a month to beat or more. So sometimes I like to jump around. Not a whole lot. I like to try to finish a game, but if it's episodic, I might do an episode and then come back later. But we'll see. If it's not too long, we'll just fly through it. Oh crap, now I have to remember all the names I was doing, or the voices. This is tough because I'm going to be doing voices for the next 3 hours, and then we have a murder mystery dinner party, and I'm going to be doing a voice for that character too. Let's see, this game's 5th episode is extremely long because it has an extra case added to the international port after the original release of the first 3 games. Oh, that's cool. So this one has more gameplay than like the original 3DS version. All right, so, well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not, you stinking lawyer. I hope you die. Is it me? I mean, I don't watch a whole lot of anime, but that face kind of looks like a Dragon Ball Z character when they're all pissed off. I'm not sure. I had some friends that watch Dragon Ball all the time. Have you come to laugh? Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask. Let's see, the original, it's Game Boy Advance release was 4 episodes. Episode 5 was added to the DS release and all future versions. Oh, nice. I forgot this game came out on GBA originally. I thought it was like DS or 3DS. My ears are burning. Why are your ears burning, Chad? You don't like my voice? Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning? Someone talking about me. Did I talk about you, Shadow? When did I talk about you? I don't think I was talking about... Oh, Dragon Ball Z. I didn't talk about you directly, but yes, Shadow was one of my buddies that used to always watch Dragon Ball Z. So, haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head? Oh, what an insult. Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard. So, what is it you wish to ask me then? Dude, she's like bipolar or something intense. For starters, how did you get to be totally whacked? I am sorry, April, but details are everything. Alright. So this is kind of how the game flow has happened. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. That's the security guard talking. So typically when you're in these areas, you can go to examine, and then you get to kind of like a point-and-click adventure game, kind of look at everything and get more details as to what's going on. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch. A real pro, this guy. Or maybe he just doesn't get to see a lot of women like Miss May here. And then you get a check mark on the magnifying glass when you've already heard that. What's funny is I've already looked at all these things before when our client was in here, but I guess because Miss May is in here, it's going to give us different details. Smile for the camera. I think that was the same. Okay, I think that's it. Let's talk to her. That man. We know who the killer is. It was just so interesting. These games start off by showing you exactly what happened, which is kind of a good thing because you need to know what to prove, you know? About the man who stayed with... Oops, wrong button. About the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No way, Jose. Maybe if I had something to get her to talk. So we're gonna have to present an item. The wiretap. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school, huh? Creep. This woman is impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? That's what I want to know. I mean, you don't look like a bad person. Oh, that does it, bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Dude, maybe she's like an android or something. Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just against me? Alright, so we need to present something to her. What would interest her? I guess we kind of can show her everything. Here's the floor plans of the murder scene. This is the thing that showed the window she was looking into the room to kind of know what she could have seen and what was out of her visibility. Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost, because, well, I'm not cooperating. Let's see, the starting cutscenes become more and more misleading as the game goes on. Oh, that's good to know. So don't count on knowing the murderer every time. I like that. That's a cool mechanic, because, I mean, then it's almost like a real-life lawyer. You just have to go based on what your clients tell you. You weren't there. You have no idea what really happened. Thanks, I noticed. So she might do that for all of these. Now that she told me that, we might get the same thing every time. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through these. I think Relentless told me if she says that on one item, she's gonna say that on every item. But I'm not entirely sure. That seems to be the case. Yep, she doesn't care. Alright. So we're not getting much out of her right now. Move, I think that goes to a different area. Well, we just started this chapter, so we kind of have to check out everything. So let's go to scene of the murder. Looks like forensics is taking the day off today. Nice. Let's see, trying to build a Magic the Gathering deck while I watch the stream. So, Monkey, was yesterday when you had your... Was it a Magic the Gathering party that you were doing? Detective Gumshoe's nowhere in sight. The police really gave this place a working over. I doubt there are any valuable clues left. Suppose it can't hurt to take a look around, though. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. Aww. The sky is blue. So am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Okay, that was the same, I believe, as what we saw last time. A tournament. Oh, that's right. I won only once. Well, how many games did you play? Because, I mean, if you only won once, but you only played like 3 or 4 games, it's not too bad. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. See, a lot of these are repeated, even though it's giving me the magnifying glass without the check mark. 5 games. Well, that's not too bad, Monkey. That's a 20% win ratio. Mia's desk. I would have won 0 games, so you're doing good. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. You couldn't cram more legal books in here even if you wanted to. All the cases that the chief worked on are filed here. Are some of these files missing? I'm imagining things. Oh, dude, something's totally missing. Okay, I think that's all we can do here. Before, I thought we could, like, scooch over to another side of the room, but maybe not anymore. Alright, let's, oh, this is her hotel, where, that Miss... what was her name? The Psycho was staying. Room 303. April May, that's right. I gotta get used to all these pun names. I love it. Miss April May. Ah, welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Oh, that's because we didn't trick him, but he let us stay here, even though the April May was in the bathroom, so we got to snoop around. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewaters rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. It's a good thing. We can charge a premium for the room, of course. It will be great for business, sir. Whoa. Miss May hasn't been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee. Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream? So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. That doesn't sound like a good thing at all. What? Unless you're one of those like people that like to go to like haunted hotels, you know? That doesn't seem like a good thing. I'd be like, can I go to the room that a murderer did not stay in? That'd be great. So there's still this drawer with the screwdriver. This is where we got the, whatchamacallit, wiretap. Spider Monkey, how's it going, dude? T-minus 4.5 hours, Spider Monkey. I'll be seeing you soon. When we're doing that murder death mystery party, Spider Monkey's coming over. He's a local friend. Huh, there's still a screwdriver stuck in that drawer. Ah, please leave that as is, sir. That's the Drawer of Terror, hiding place of the murderer's wiretap. Dude, they're totally trying to set this up as like a theme park kind of thing. It's set to become one of our most popular attractions here. This guy's serious. I don't believe it. A vase, as expected. I'm not good with flower names, except maybe tulips and sunflowers. Ah, a still painting. Or still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever, one of those is hanging on the wall. Practicing my 20s lingual. Perfect. Nice weather again today. I can see the Fay & Company law offices, of course. Ah yes, we plan to install a telescope in that window, of course. Just $5 will earn you 3 minutes of a view to kill. And my Italian accent, that's right. Oh, I can't wait to hear it, Spider Monkey. Just kidding, sir. Oh, not kidding. By the look in his eyes, I'd say he was more than serious. A bottle and 2 glasses rest on the table. Why hasn't he cleaned these up by now? Ah, I beg your pardon, sir, but if you could please refrain from touching those. It's part of the decor. I call it the last drink before murder. We'll be famous, the talk of the hotel industry. So, I will say, I didn't go there because of a murder, but when I went to go visit my sister in Colorado many, many years ago, we actually went to the hotel where they filmed The Shining. It was really cool to see. Unfortunately, it wasn't winter, so it wasn't all snowed over like in The Shining, but you got to see some of the interior, the places where they actually shot the movie. It was really neat. Of course, that would be a fake murder, not a real murder. Very, very similar to Russian when speaking English. An Italian accent? That's funny. I'm trying to think of when I think of an Italian accent, I think of like that American New York Italian accent, you know? Like, I think Godfather or something, which is probably not 1920s necessarily. So you are doing a murder mystery game? That's right. It works out, you know? I'm practicing. Okay, is there anything else we need to look at? Oh, we didn't look at the bed. A simple bed. It's been recently made. Nothing eye-catching here. Oh, he didn't chime in about where the murderer sleeps or something? Okay, so that's about all to look at. What else do we have? About Miss May. Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. She'd do what? Hey, sorry I'm late. I was at the gym and I didn't see the notification until now. No worries at all, Girl Tomato. We actually just barely got started. We talked to Miss May. She was in jail, under custody, right? And she won't talk to us at all. And now we went to her old room, and they're basically turning this into a tourist attraction because the murderer stayed here. It's kind of funny. Tea time, he says. Yeah, that's an impressive looking tea set, isn't it? And he's holding all of that, probably full of tea with one hand. That's impressive. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. The man with May. I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. I like his internal monologuing. Foreshadowing. Yeah, maybe he's not guilty of this one, but maybe he's guilty of something else we haven't found yet. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. A photo? And the hotel. Could you tell me about this hotel? Absolutely, and on that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle. A subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Whatever floats your tea set. So, since we are traveling back to the 20s, will there be smoker in the manor? There will be fake smoking, but no real smoking in the house. You really want to get in character and do real smoking, do that outside. Alright, let's see what we can show this guy. This guy will at least cooperate. I'm just gonna go through the list, show him everything. Here's the floor plans of the room. I'm sorry. All I could think about during the trial was the hotel. I wasn't paying much attention to the evidence. Oh, that makes me think he's not going to answer anything. Ah, crap. So once you hear that once, you're kind of screwed, aren't you? I'm seeing how this game plays out. I'll light my pipe outside then. Yeah. I'll ask Andy, but I don't think we really want smoking in the house. We'll definitely have a lot of fake pipes going. Actually, they're real pipes, but we just won't be smoking. How do you do bubbles out of a pipe? I wonder how that actually works. Do you just pour regular, like, bubble solution and that works, or is it something special? That's pretty much it for this room. So we just came from there. We went to the law offices. We're going to Mr. Grossberg. This is the lawyer that would not take this case, and he knew something was up. Check it out. His painting that he was obsessed with is gone. What the hell? And there's a picture on the table. Oh, looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. Let's find out. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. I love that. Pour on and blow. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah. Yeah, it was a painting of... Oh, crap. I gotta go back into my memory. It wasn't sunflowers. Was it a fisherman? Or was it a picture of himself? There was definitely a person. Let's see, I think you need to buy a pipe made for bubbles because you put the bubble solution in a real pipe, the pen will probably just shoot right out the pipe. Ew. It was a fisherman. Okay, I thought so. Smoke a kazoo. How annoying would that be? All the time. Ooh, Monkey thinks it was Marvin. But Sniper Blaze, he knows what he's talking about. He's played this before. I will check with the pipe I have. Don't ruin it, Spider Monkey. All right, let's do Marvin. Oh, we got 2 people for fisherman. All right, we got a vote here now. I don't remember. We got 2-1. I'm not putting my vote in here. Any other ones? All right, let's go fisherman. Sunflowers. God dang it, Spider Monkey. I know it wasn't sunflowers. Fisherman. Wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. Ooh, was that wrong? Guess that didn't matter at all. You know, that was probably a joke based on how important that painting was to him. We're just kind of like, it didn't matter. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. I kind of wish it wouldn't let me click on it if I've clicked on it in a previous episode, you know? Unless there's something important. What's this? Old photos. There are 2 lying here. Something's been written on the pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident, Exhibit A. DL6 Incident, Exhibit B. What could DL mean? Down low. Let's take a look at these. Exhibit A. Don't recognize her. I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. DL6. Remember DL6. It's important in this game. Okay. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. Dude, you can't just go stealing shit, Ace. Or Phoenix. And it might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photograph quietly added to the court record. Exhibit B. This is the murderer. A photo lies on the desk. Maybe I should switch it with the one I took. Oh, we should swap it. I think that one's going to be more legit. How can we only take one picture? If you're going to steal shit, Phoenix, just take them both. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Okay, so I think... Ooh, is there something else I missed right there? Oh, just this. Okay. I think we are done here. So now we can probably take that picture and show it to Miss May. Or April May, right? Jesus. Despite his actions always being for a good cause, Phoenix breaks the law constantly to collect evidence. Yeah, because you're a lawyer. You're not a detective. You don't have a warrant. You can't just be taking shit. You again. Can't you take a hint and stay gone? Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have a spiky hair. You also have a spiky heart. That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Alright, so let's try to present her this picture. Actually, we really need to show this to the butler, because he said if we show him a picture, he'll know who it is. Sacrilege, read all the books! And I think the whole line about him not reading the books, that is a callback to Mia, our bosses who was murdered. He said that she read all the books, like, thoroughly. So it's kind of maybe telling you who's actually a good lawyer, maybe. The law does not apply to Phoenix, obviously. He's like Judge Dredd. I am the law. Let's see, the guy's picture you switched with, his face has a kind of creepy expression on it. It looks like someone doing the fakest smile ever. Bubbles, check. Oh, it worked, Spider Monkey. Well, that's awesome. Also, the game's legal system, for example, guilty until proven innocent, and odds being stacked against the defense team, is intentionally exaggerated as a satire of the former Japanese legal system. Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool to know. I like those little details. That's neat. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you... Ooh. Where did you... Aha, a reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. This is the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Nice try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that was him? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. I'm so close. And I don't think she's still going to talk to me, but we'll try. He's very creepy in general. I mean, dude, he just murdered somebody in cold blood. So as a flashback, what was happening is that creepy-looking dude went to our boss and was trying to get some paperwork, some paper that was crumpled and hidden inside of that statue. That's actually a what was it? It's a recorder? No. It plays something. Oh, the bellboy picture. Yeah, but he hid some. They had hid some paperwork inside that statue, and oh, it tells the time. That's right. It's a clock. I'm trying to think of what is it. I know it says something. It says the time. So she thought she had done a good job hiding the paper in this clock. So when this guy came over, he knew right away it was in the clock. And our boss was like, Mia, how did you know that? It's because he was spying, or this girl right here was spying through the window, as their hotel's right across from the office. Alright, so I'm gonna see if any of this other evidence works. Hey, guess what? Actually, oh, okay, so she's still not gonna talk to us. So I can skip all that. So we're gonna get our proof by asking the butler. There we go. Take a look at this photo. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, this is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit? Is that what that is? Affidavit swearing that that's him. An affidavit. This guy is way too excited about this. Let's have him write it down. I mean, what's the problem with having him give us testimony, I guess is what that is. Well, sure. Why not? Yes. I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. I hope I'm saying that right. I've never heard of that word before. Just hurry up and write it. Bellboy's affidavit added to the court record describes the man who stayed with Miss May at the hotel on the night of the murder. Affidavit. Ah, okay. Affidavit. 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 If David. Affidavit. I don't like that word. Affidavit. Not even Miss May can play dumb to this. Law. A signed document where an affiant makes a sworn statement. Okay, so now we should take this back to her and show her, dude, that was the guy in your hotel room. We have proof. I like how quickly you travel back and forth. Now we have 2 screens of stuff. Could you have a look at this? What's that? The bellboy's affidavit. Is that right? It tells us everything he saw. such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. That's good? Sweet. Ooh. Do we ease her fears or do we push her hard? This chick's tough nut to crack. She just goes from like super sweet to like psychopath, I'm not cooperating. So I don't know that playing to her good side would actually help us. She seems a little too smart for that. No mercy. That's what I was thinking. This is it. All or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. You must break her. If she dies, she dies. Rocky IV, by the way. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. What? Even though he should have been witness to murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh, fine, I'll talk. Yes. I guess she'll die. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good. It's great to be alive. Why are you pumping your fists in the air? Now, tell me about the man you were with while he was actually just celebrating right there. That man, he's my boss. Red Wright, the president of the information gathering conglomerate Bluecore. I thought we had heard... Oh, Mr. White. Yeah, that's right. We did hear his last name before. Red Wright. Red Wright. Information gathering. The Red Wright of Bluecore. Dude, they had so much fun making this game. Well, I suppose you could call it a detective agency. So this is the man that was with you the night of the murder. I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. Oh, well, that says everything, doesn't it? And his color palette is pink, which is red plus white, and the purple is red plus... That's kind of cool. I like that. It's okay. I'll just ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Bluecore is located? Ah, we're going to get a new location. Mr. Red Wright, at last. Finally, a lead on this guy. If April May couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Time to take action. Bellboy's affidavit discarded. Oh, that's cool. She gets rid of crap and you don't need it. I wonder if she'll... She said she'll talk. I wonder if we can ask her about everything now. Nope, she's still not cooperating. Alright. I'm kind of surprised she won't talk about the other stuff now. Now we have Bluecore. Let's check it out. Is that the same painting that was at the other place? Look at that obnoxious looking statue. That's like that Atlas holding up the world kind of statue. Good catch. Thank you. CEO's office. Wow, we can just walk right into the CEO's office. Phoenix Wright, he has no problem getting anywhere, does he? What's with the surreal decor? Okay, this is probably that guy. What's this guy's voice? Welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name. What's your name? I was just inquirably asking about the title that you go by. Wright? Phoenix Wright. Inquirably. Mr. Wright, is it? Well, I see. Splendiferous. Just making up words. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my giantesque vocabulary. I'm gonna have a hard time reading this. My giantesque vocabulary. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red Wright, CEO of Bluecore. You know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So, I'm afraid I'm not used to conversing with the wordly challenged. What a fruitcake. Let me guess. You are an attorney fresh out of law school, are you not? Look at that giant diamond he has just like attached to his coat. That's the only explanation for why you would come to meet me like this. Yeah, that's not exactly what CEO stands for. What does he mean by that? No matter. So, what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. Alright, let's examine first. Get some detail. I dislike this man. Seriously, Diddy. Me too. He has the most obnoxious tie, too. Monkey slides a bomb under Mr. White. Monkey's like our resident Bomberman. And if you guys have never played a Bomberman game, you really got to. Those games are so much fun. A statue of a man holding up the world. The blue course signs certainly stands out enough. The model for the man is, of course, Mr. White. Truly a work of art, but probably too beautatious for you to appreciate, correct? I think it's a little too beautatious for just about anyone to appreciate. An impressive lineup of trophies. Judge's Special Runner-Up, Best Participation? What? Judge's Cooperation Award, Special Good Try Prize. None of these are actually like prizes for winning. They're all like participation awards. The word judges and special kind of stand out. I'm guessing this is supposed to be a desk? My. This is quite the thing. It is modeled on my body, see? Well, does its sleek roundature not inspire you? Here's the painting. That was in Gold something's room? I forget his name. Haven't I seen this somewhere? Is this a replica? Hey, Annie, welcome back. It's good to see you. How's your Saturday going? Well, wait, is it still Saturday while you're at? I kind of forget. Sometimes our time zones are so different. It's a different day. But welcome back. Comes another weird word. Ridiculosity. I have no interest in anything but originals. That's right. There is a bona fide original worth 5 million, I'm for sure. What's funny is, weren't we just like inner monologuing that was a copy, possibly like a replica, and then he just read our mind and answered that he's only interested in originals. It might have been just a coincidence, but okay, so I think, oh, not quite, one more thing. This is the top floor of a 20-story building. The view is quite presidential. Alright, so let's talk to this guy. Let's see, one more hour of Saturday. It is almost Sunday for you. I thought so. Been hiking, been so tired, but in a good way. Dude, I haven't been on a hike in so long, Annie. That is awesome. I mean, in California, there's tons of great places to hike. I just need to get out and do more. I like to work out, but I typically work out like right after work, just at home. I just have equipment here. I like to interpret moments like that as Phoenix staring at something in the room and the person noticing. Oh, that makes sense. I like that. I mean, for sure, because they're always responding to whatever we're looking at. They don't just chime in with randomness. It was just funny that he picked up on that little detail that we thought. Okay, let's ask him about Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corps, is she not? Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she had done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Let's see, I gotta go. Have a great rest of the stream and have fun at your party. Oh, thank you, Diddy. This should be a lot of fun. I'll definitely post some pictures in the Discord later so you guys can see all the decorations and everything. It looks really cool. We're going for like a sleek 1920s look. A lot of gold, black, silver. It looks neat. But thank you, Diddy. Take care and you have a great day. And if also you're not in the Discord, there's a link down below if you want to join and just hang out. We post pictures, chat about games and movies and all kinds of stuff. Lots of pet pictures. Let's see. I think if the sentence is in these brackets, then Phoenix Wright is thinking it. Yeah. And also it changes the color of the font, Monkey. If it's blue, it's like our thinking it. If it's white, we're actually saying it. I am in Discord. I just lurk. I know. Yeah, you joined quite a while ago, did he? Indeed, she is paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. So she must be a secretary. She does gather information for us as part of her duties. But I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Oh yeah, Libertalia, feel free to join. Yeah, we're doing a dinner party later tonight, and I'll definitely be posting some pictures of our decor and what's going on. Oh, thank you, Shadow. It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Okay, night of the murder. On the night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details, such as time and place. Wait, where you are is a mundane detail? My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Everyone get that reference? That's like an old 90s song. And it had this like classic whistle in between the chorus. Don't worry, be happy now. Do, 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 do. It's not a long time since I heard it. Hey, Tajay, welcome. Hope you're having a great Saturday, Tajay. How you doing, man? Still, Mr. Wright. Let's see. Hey, out of curiosity, what system are you playing this on? This is on Steam, so I'm playing this on my computer. Therapy Android. How is it going, Therapy Android? Welcome, Raiders, and thank you so much for the raid, Therapy. It's good to see you guys. How did your game go? I saw you when I was getting ready. I was lurking for a little bit. I didn't get to say hi. I was getting ready for this stream. But how was it going? It's good to see you, Therapy. And welcome, everybody, Raiders. Let's see. I.O. Fanduf, welcome. Rainbowscape, welcome. Nice voice, thank you. That was the Echo. Matt the Cactus, we finished. Hold on, so I know like your mascot therapy of your channel has been kind of like this cactus while you're doing Red Dead Redemption. Matt the Cactus. Did you create that kind of like for the channel? That's really cool. Cyberlife HQ, welcome everybody. Hope you guys had a great stream. You're still working on that one point and click game, right? So we are still working on Phoenix Wright. We are on episode 2. And we're partway through. Oh, you finished it! Congratulations. That's freaking awesome, guys. So how did you like it? What did you think of it overall? I'm always looking for another new good point-and-click game to play. And what was interesting is that wasn't a totally retro game. It was like mid-2000s, right? I think you put the date on there. All right. So still, Mr. White, the ending was kind of anticlimactic. Dang it. I think the next point-and-click game we're going to play is the... what is that series? It's the same guys that did Unavowed, the Blackwell series. And I bet those games are going to have a lot of anticlimactic finishes because there's like 5 episodes or games. I think they're all short though. Let's see, I'm looking forward to playing Black Mirror 2 now. Oh, nice. So, how many of those Black Mirror games are there? Are there just 2? Okay. Still, Mr. Wright. The hotel bellboy has stated on the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. Crap, so now he's not going to help us anymore. Oh, I think I answered that, Sniper Plays, but yeah, I said that we're playing on Steam on my computer currently. Let's see, there are 3 old ones, and there are 2 sequels released a couple years ago. Oh, that's awesome, Therapy. So 5 games. Holy crap. I know, it kind of all happened at the same time, Sniper Plays. That's good, though. I'm so glad you rated now. and not right when I quit. It seems like, you know how when you wash your car, it's almost like a rain dance, and within 24 hours, it's bound to rain and just wreck your car? It's the same thing with streaming. If I'm streaming and I have to say, okay guys, thank you so much for hanging out, but I really gotta go, then I hear the Silent Hill sirens go, it's like, oh crap, how many people just joined in? Because you hate to quit as soon as you get a raid. You want to go for at least like another 30 minutes. But like clockwork, it always happens. Alright, if you want to speak to me, put me on the witness stand. Oh, we will. Although, I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Let's see, I was kind of thinking to start a new game now, but then I saw you live and I thought better to raid you. Oh, Therapy, that's too sweet. Thank you so much. By the way, I need to get better at this. If anybody that's not already, I mean, Therapy is like a staple in this community. I think everybody's probably following you by now. But if you have not followed Therapy Android, she does stream. Let's see. Be sure to follow her. I think I got that right. Yeah, everybody go and follow Therapy. She's an awesome person. She's always been in here, and now she's playing her own games. She does Red Dead. She does adventure games like we do in this channel. Good stuff. Let's see, I always check before folks raid, just in case that person is getting ready to leave. I need to do that more often, Rainbowscape. Jigset, thank you so much for the follow. I try to do that, but sometimes in such a rush, somebody suggests somebody, and I'm just like, okay, that's good. We'll raid him, and as soon as I go in there, it's like somebody totally different. I'm like, crap, did they just host somebody? That actually happened, I think, on Saturday, or the stream before that, Thursday, I forget. He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May. Oh, the police, the courts. To me, they are mere toys, playthings for my amusement. This is almost like somebody so powerful he just owns, like, everybody. The notification went off in OBS. That happened to me the last time I raided somebody there. Isn't that funny? You still have OBS going and you get notifications? Alright, let's ask him about his company. What kind of company is Blue Core anyway? This is my first playthrough, yeah. We're only in episode 2 of the first game. Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say, we are the future. Sell information? In just 10 years, I've built this business up into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Core was named after the color blue. What a shock. Let's see, it's actually kind of weird that they're such a politely powerful villain for only the second case, right? I, Red Wipe of Blue Core, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic? Wait, what? Fantabulistic, is it not? It's not. It really isn't. Okay, let's ask him about that painting. There's something that's been bothering me. Yes, what might that be? That big painting on the wall over there. I've seen it before. You know, I've actually seen that painting before. Oh? Just yesterday, actually. Your point being? My point is simple, or rather, my question is simple. Why is that painting hanging on your wall? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again, who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing. Zilch. Zippo. Nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grodyburger. Oh, see, that's the dude that this guy got the painting from. Maybe this guy killed him too. What? Oh, we're getting our ass kicked. He punched me. Okay, baby, I'll see you soon. And he's gonna go run some errands real quick. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Yeah? For one thing. Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. But I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. I love how he's jacking up his words. That should have been comprehension. Or compensation. Maybe it could. Maybe he did mean that, because it's like money, you know? You came here from Grossburgers, or Grody Burgers, I presume. Wasn't his name Grossburgers? Mr. Grossburgers. Yes. Then you must ask him, why is it that his painting of his hangs here? That word makes no sense there, I feel. I felt the same way. Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. I'm gonna try to show him some items. He'll probably just say, screw you. Would you be kind enough to cease your inane chattering and vacate the premises? Let me put it in a language you are sure to understand. Shut up and get out. I have nothing more to say. Alright, can we present anything to him? Probably not. Let's show him his own picture. Oh, we're just gonna get that same thing every time. Okay, so I know well enough I probably can't show him anything. Although, that's not true, because when we showed Miss April May this picture, she did respond to this, but then nothing else. So I'm gonna quickly fly through these, just in case. Likely they're all gonna say that. Nothing. At least it goes quick. Alright, so I think we're done here. Well, he told us to go ask Grossberg. Let's check it out, see if he's there yet. He's back. I don't think he's noticed me standing here. At least we tried. Maybe I should clear my throat. Ahem! Jump into Jehoshaphat's! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Okay, I don't think there's anything new to examine. Today's trial. Shout out to composer Masakazu Sugimori for this snazzy number. Did he do all the music in this game? I've dug the music in this game so far. Now, I'm probably stretching it right now, but you notice his little tie? He has like a tie clip. It's like a pink jewel looking thing. When I think pink, I think of the guy we were just talking to, Mr. Red White. Maybe there's some kind of connection because he's wearing that. I don't know. So, you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Oh, sorry, wrong voice. Something was bothering me last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it just... Mia's sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. I'm starting to have a feeling I know what it is. It's the Mr. Red White just throwing his weight around and money to control this guy. So, I paid Blue Corps a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something has been bothering me. Oh, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just that big painting. Oh, there's a few things that bother me. Crap, I want to ask all of these. I'm going to start with the big painting. Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corps Red White's office. So, you noticed. I suppose I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. Ooh. You're lovers. If I had to pick, I would probably say he's blackmailing you. That's probably it. I don't know why we would think he was giving them information. Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? I think the bling is good. It means you made the right choice. I think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I have been waiting for. Maybe it is time to get it off my chest, so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were Maya's understudy. Perhaps it was fate. What's he talking about? Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corps is a company that excels in finding people's weakness, I'm afraid. I've been paying them for 15 years now. Damn. 15 years. All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. Alright, so DL6. That was tied to the picture of Mr. Red White, and a picture of like a... Is that like a blue or a gray-haired woman? We didn't recognize her. Or I didn't recognize her. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. So, that's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy, but arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible, which means that's exactly what we need to do. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves, and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than a wait of many years. Alright, let's ask about that DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police gave the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium, a spirit medium. Oh, this might be, is it Maya? I think it's the sister. It might be Maya and Mia's mom. Remember, she was a spirit medium too. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember all the details, but like they're all mediums, but then Mia quit being a medium all of a sudden to do law? Correct, yes. Nice. A medium. Her name was Misty Faye. Oh, and they're all Mia Faye, Maya Faye, and Misty Faye. That's gotta be the mom. Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. Oh, that's good. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. The case is the DL6 incident. Reason for blackmail. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I told him. Oops. You told White? He offered me riches. It is an embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. Shiza. There were missing documents at Mia's office, so we're going to go look, and we're going to notice that there were ones missing. She may have recorded something of what she found. Ooh. Okay, so guessing far in the future, maybe we're going to find out the documents were missing. We're going to go back to Miss April May's room, and that screwdriver is going to be something to do with the missing documents. Maybe she was creating a hiding place or something, like in the drawer. All right. So let's show him this picture. Sorry, sir. I borrowed this. Yeah, borrowed. Ah, so it was you, my boy. Who is this man? It's a long story. I'll be needing that back now. He doesn't want to talk about it for some reason. Exactly. I imagine it seems obvious why White assassinated her now. She was planning on exposing his corruption. Yep. I'd better give him back this photograph. Photograph returned to Mr. Grossberg. What if I want the other photograph? Sorry, my boy. I don't think I can help you with that. What about the testimony? Nope, he might be saying that for everything. I think we got a loop. Dang it. Okay. So let's go check out that room. One thing I will say, some point-and-click adventure games don't give you hardly any kind of idea of what you're supposed to do next. You know, you learn some information, but there's no clue as to, oh, I should go here and do this, or I need to talk to this guy. Sometimes you just kind of have to dick around and waste time and figure it out on your own. This game does a really good job of guiding you to the next step. So we are going to go here. Now, it might only be doing this now, maybe later on it'll get much more cryptic. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Here's where the files are probably missing. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Let's see, I agree. It being more of a visual novel with point-and-click segments is probably a factor. Yes, yeah, visual novel, you definitely need to keep driving the story forward. You don't want to frustrate people. And I will say, it probably won't happen too much in this game, but when I play point-and-click games, I will often have to look something up online because the game just gives you nothing to work with. And I honestly think, especially the older point-and-click games, they did it on purpose so that you would call their 1-900 numbers for a hint, because they all had hint lines. Thinking back to Gabriel Knight and the fur on the ground of the wild. Oh god, funny thing. So there was the fur on the ground. There was that cuckoo clock that we had to use to distract the guard. There was, gosh, there was a few of them. There was dropping, what was it? We dropped something in like the water randomly, and it created like an image that we had to see. And there was a bunch of weird cryptic things that, like, how the hell would anyone figure that out? Which file should I look at? I would think T through Z, because we're going to look for white. T, U, I know, W, white. It's missing. The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? I guess we could look at the other ones too, why not? Let's see if there's an A record in this file that catches my eye. Clever. A, B, F, Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? No, you should just leave it be. Of course you should read it. Come on, Phoenix. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So, Mia knew Grossberg. And it was obviously going to say white there. Alright, let's look through J through S. J for Juncadia. Let's see, J through S. Nothing much in here. Maybe I'll just skim some of this. Sure. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here at the end in S. Suicide? Ew. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. Ooh, a clue. There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Maya's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Let's see, article about a politician's suicide. The word white is written in pencil at the top. Okay, so that's probably all that we have to do here. Okay, so we have the new clue. We should probably go back to Grossberg. You know, he might not respond to this. I found this in Mia's files. So, she was investigating Red White, as I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Alright, that's pretty much all we could do there. Oh wait, if we examine, can we take the... Oh, the other picture's gone. Let's see, how did you hear about this game? Actually, just through like reviews and things, I had heard the series was really good. I did download a demo on my 3DS way back when I first got my 3DS. And I liked it, but I never did buy the full game for whatever reason. So when I heard that this was going to come out to Steam, I was really excited because I like to play a lot of these story-focused games on stream. To me, these are the kind of games I think are most fun to stream and watch other people stream. Not that there's anything wrong with like just playing a multiplayer game all the time, but you're just watching those more for like the crazy things that can happen, where with these kind of games you're really experiencing a story, almost like watching a movie with friends, you know? So I thought this game would be good to do that. I also like point and click games, the pace of these. It gives you a chance to like take a break and chat with people, whereas if I'm playing a game like The Last of Us or something, I practically have to like pause the game to chat with you guys because it's moving at such a frantic pace, you know? Okay, I think we're done here. So I would say just good reviews, good press is pretty much how I discovered the game. We can ask him about it. I don't think he's going to talk. Let's see, there is a story in Hollow Knight and a ton of lore. See, that kind of reminds me of Dark Souls. Those games have a ton of lore, but you pretty much have to dig for it. Like, the game doesn't really present you the story very clearly. You have to go and read books and like talk to everybody and just kind of piece it together yourself. It's a very easy game to beat and not understand what the hell's going on. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. I'm gonna keep persisting. I don't think he's gonna kill us. This is the only clue that Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. White, you see this? This is an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word, White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. Dude, how exhausting would that be to like blackmail 100 people? You know how much you'd have to keep track of? You were involved in all of the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Beep. Interphone. Alright, I guess I can go. I'll use my mother swear box to do beeps in the game. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. Alright, do we just call him out on his lies? Or if we say, no, you're right. Could this be a way of tricking him so we could keep asking him questions? I don't know. I want to say this, but something tells me we might want to be sneaky and try to lie to him. What do you guys think? And this is another reason, Blaze, why I like to play this kind of games, is we get to kind of all play together. Now, of course, if you know the right answer or something, it's probably not a good idea just to tell me, oh, do this. But for everyone that doesn't know what's going to happen, it's fun to have everybody vote and be kind of like, you should totally try to lie to him, or no, just tell him he's wrong, he's a douchebag, you know? Sneak? You think they're your right option? Funny thing, we could do that. Give another few seconds. I do like this music. Honestly, all the music in this game is pretty cool. Snake! Alright, let's go with your right. Let's see if we can keep this going, because if we piss him off, we're not going to ever get to talk to this guy again until court. And who knows if we can even get him into court. Metal Gear Attorney. Metal Gear. Alright, you're right. You are absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I've found him. Ooh. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Uh-oh. This is going to be bad, isn't it? Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort, Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. Ooh. Of course, sir. One moment, please. Is he going to try to prosecute us? White? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. Oh, he's going to be a witness. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. Oh. The hell? Now he's witnessed the murder? And, thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What's funny is all the people that have actually murdered people are putting themselves way too close to the murder by saying they witnessed it. Just keep their mouth shut. Let's see, I finally figured out who White reminds me of. A villain from Far Cry. Oh, there was a couple villains that had like crazy hair, like colorful hair, right? Was it Far Cry 4, a funny thing? I haven't played actually a Far Cry game since the first one, but I remember seeing the covers. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. And pink suits. Oh, it's like the same character. Quietude. I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one more thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What the... He's just saying right now that he witnessed the murder and it's us? What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those. Pagan Min from Far Cry 4. So that wasn't the most recent one, right? I think Far Cry 5 was the most recent one. Monkey slides a bomb into Mr. White's pocket. Boom! Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police, now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you will be tried as Miss Maya's killer. This case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I can defend myself. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting, sir. Ah, Butts. Harry Butts. Wright, actually. Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry. Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Dude, this guy. Now we're in the visitor's room, right? I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's going to set up a trap for me. And the prosecution will be in on it, of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. Why do you need to have an attorney signed to you? You can be your own attorney. I refused. I had an idea. Oh, there we go. Right. Mr. Wright. Let's see. Always interesting to hear other people's interpretations of characters' voices. I always imagine Gumshoe with a dumb Patrick Star-like voice. Oh, Patrick, he's like, hey guys, like a real deep voice. What's funny is, I was going for like a 1940s, 1950s detective voice, like, yeah, see? He didn't look like that. I just thought that was a funny voice. What's bad though is like if I'm doing like 6 or 7 different voices, then if I take a break for like 3 days and I come back, I'm gonna forget some of the voices and I might change it up on accident. Or when it goes to a new chapter and there's different characters, I'm not that creative. I'm gonna run out of funny voices. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we've switched places. Let's see, I like how they didn't change the background despite the fact that Phoenix is in the cell. A little lazy, isn't it? What? You mean you? Oh, she's crying. I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Help me break out of here. I don't imagine that we want her to defend me in court. That doesn't make any sense to me. We would do better off defending ourselves. Break out of here? That's not a good idea. That makes you look more guilty, actually, if you break out of jail. So I would say cheer me on in court. Well, you could cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Defend me in court is a funny response, though. That's true. I mean, I guess, Taji, I need to think about it. If I pick something stupid just for the sake of being stupid for those, is it going to screw me and not let me pick the right thing later? Or is it just going to go through the stupid options for funny dialogue and eventually I get to pick on cheer for me? That's one thing. Have you guys ever played the Monkey Island games, like Secret of Monkey Island and stuff? You can't lose those games. It's a point-and-click adventure. But you're always able to pick like the stupid responses just because the dialogue is so funny. And then eventually pick the correct one that moves the story along. Let's see, investigation sections don't really punish joke answers. Oh, good. The game only has one actual outcome. I know for sure that defend me in court was the funny response. I assume others do as well. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll do that from now on. Alright, leave it to me. Wow, she's like determined to be a cheerleader. Let's see, I played the old-time Monkey Island. That was fun. So Therapy, did you play the Monkey Island game that was all pixel graphics, or did you play the remake that they did that had like voices and like nicer looking graphics? It's just in trial that you don't want to mess around. Okay, that's good to know. I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wow, she's like really wants to get into the cheerleader thing. Well, wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding, but thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. Let's see, and even then, they'll usually give you a heads up when there's potential consequences. Oh, see, you played with the pixel graphics. I think now they made a remaster of the remake. Oh, wow. I think I have the remasters of both games, Therapy Android, but you can press, like, F1 or something, and it swaps between the new and the old, which is really cool. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. I love the sound effects. Let's see, the pixel graphics are much better in my opinion. I don't like the new art style, to be honest. You know, it's funny, I like the backgrounds, but not the characters necessarily as much. I thought they did a good job with the backgrounds, though. Let's see, times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. You know, speaking of the graphics of the Monkey Island games, number 3, I think it was called Curse of Monkey Island. That game's graphics are fantastic. It's like playing an animated cartoon. It really fits well with the style. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. Yeah, this is an intense case for like just the second one, isn't it? Okay, so here's a chance to save it. Uh-oh. Hey, Kate, how's it going? Sounds awful ominous. I know. Have you played these games before, Kate? This is pretty cool. I only played a demo on the 3DS way back when, but now we're actually properly playing through them. Let's see. I'm good. About to get my oil changed. How's you? I'm doing really good. Kind of exhausted. Last night we spent pretty much all night cleaning and decorating the house. We're doing a big party tonight with some friends. We're doing a murder mystery dinner party where everybody dresses up. There's going to be 8 of us. We all have roles, like characters we're going to play. And we're going to have a nice dinner. And then we had the game. It came with like some physical stuff that you need and a CD that you get to play and listen to. And you have to stop it at certain points. And you basically just play through this game. It'll be cool. Kind of like Detective LARPing in a way. Yeah, you could say that. I'm trying to think of what exactly you would compare it to. I know there's some like professional places you can go to and do murder mystery parties. Like they do it on trains, they do it in restaurants and stuff. But this is one where you just buy like it's almost like a board game kind of, except everybody dresses up. You actually have dinner and there's audio to it, so it should be cool. Yeah, I'm gonna post some pictures on the Discord later of what our house looks like because my wife goes nuts decorating for parties. She is awesome. She's much more creative than I am. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm jelly. I want to come over. I know, Tajay. It sucks being so far away from everybody. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 1. You know, one thing I need to do, because I'm pretty lucky in that I have a lot of local friends here. Like, when I have a birthday party, I usually get like between 25 and 30 people over. Is she making a 20s menu? We're doing like food that you could have gotten back then. We're doing trying to think like a lot of different appetizers that are stuff that you could have eaten back then. We have chicken. We're having like those like, I don't even know what you call them. I guess they're just carrots, but they're all different colors, you know? There's like kind of like purplish looking carrots and there's orange too and just different colors. We're having some potatoes and just all kinds of neat stuff. Let's see. Agatha Christie came to my mind. Sounds awesome. That's going to be fun. Let's see. I don't think I have 25 friends in total, let alone local. I'm very lucky. A lot of my friends since high school and college stayed in the area. And I went to college here and my full-time job is here. So I've had a lot of the same friends in the same area. And so what I want to start doing is maybe get them in on some streams for like games, you know? So like if we do, whatchamacallit, Mario Party or Mario Kart or something like that, I can have some friends over and stream all of them and maybe get some of my friends like used to being on stream. Because I don't like to throw people on stream unless they want to be on stream, obviously. Not everybody likes to be recorded or putting on a show, but if I can get some more friends comfortable with it, then I can stream more multiplayer stuff like a board game night or something, or Cards Against Humanity or something, you know? It'd be cool. I'm not sure how I would do that with a whole bunch of people. Maybe do like a multi-camera setup. I just realized the ghost is back. See that? How long has that been there? Sometimes if I change the lighting, it'll fix itself. There we go. Spooky ghost. Oh, and it's slightly back. See, what that light is I actually have a light source shining on my green screen so that it cuts out better. It's been there this entire time. Dang it. Let me try pushing it back just a wee. So it's maybe not so hot on there. Okay, that looks better. So green screens are a pain in the ass, guys. If you don't use one and you like how your background looks, Don't bother. They take a lot more work than just having a background and streaming. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. See, I'm actually going to go one more step forward with the green screen. My wife is actually, she likes to crochet. She's crocheting me a cover for my chair that will fit down the back of it right here. So we're actually going to chroma key out the chair as well. Ghosts, thank you for the biddies, anonymous chair. All these ghosts floating around. That's so cool. I love that. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets closed today. Phoenix, look. Yeah, only an hour and 46 minutes. I'll probably do about 3.5 hours today. I can't stream super late today, even though it's Saturday and I don't usually have to stop early, but because we're having that party and all the friends over, I gotta help my wife do some last minute cleaning and preparations. Oh, wait, what voice did I give him? I feel like having the chair gone, it would be weird. I don't know, it might be. I want to try it out though. It would just be me just kind of floating here. I could like lean back and there'd be nothing here. Aw, Anonymous, thank you for the ghost biddies. Summon the ghosts. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. Needed more ghosts. Or... I can use my spooky ghost voice. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. So many ghosts, and one of those guys. Many ghosts. I wonder if I could change the size of the ghosts. It'd be cool to make these emotes actually like larger on screen. I'll try that out. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? Oh god, John, your spooky voice. Don't you like it? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie, to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. I don't know. The ghost voice is kind of spooky, but honestly...
This is probably the scariest voice that I have. This thing is just freaking creepy.
So, I make that my policy. Yes, there is. It's called evidence. That one's soothing. Terrible personal philosophy from Edward. Reminds me of my mom. Oh god, Kate. I thought that... I want to listen to it again real quick.
Hello.
That's soothing? I was making sure I had the right one selected. It's supposed to be kind of like that serial killer from Saw kind of voice, you know? Like...
Would you like to play a game?
The scary voice is alright to me. You know, we gotta actually test out a whole bunch of different voices to throw into my little voice changer. I have probably, I have maybe 7 or 8 that I use a lot, but there's 30 or 40 options. Edgeworth, you've changed. You've changed, man. Hmm? Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright. Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. Let's see, there's nothing more soothing than your real voice, though, let's be honest. Oh, thank you, funny thing. Except for maybe this. What if I try to do an entire stream just serenading you with the nice auto-tune voice of John Cadia? That would get really annoying really quick, I'm sure. What? Oh my god, that was perfect timing. As soon as I said what for her, you did that. That was freaking amazing. But wait. Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. That was perfect timing. What? Rubble, 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 rubble. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. I see Georgie is charging you with copyright to his classic music. Imagine, whenever I upload these things to YouTube, if you didn't know, I have a YouTube channel, but mostly it's just to back up these forever. Easy for people to find and watch, and some people prefer to watch things on YouTube than on like Twitch VODs. Oh, Kate, have an awesome stream. Hope they find you innocent. Me too, Kate. Thank you so much for dropping in and hanging out. It was good to see you. I'll catch you later. So sometimes when I upload these to YouTube, usually like really soon afterwards, YouTube flags it for some kind of copyright. 9 times out of 10, it's because of the music that you guys play in stream. When you do that sexy sax song or the epic sax and a few of the other ones, like what is that one? You know, the songs that you guys play with the sound effects? Those things get caught for copyright. Imagine if I did a Georgie singing song and then I got copyrighted for that from Georgie. There's like a Georgie YouTube channel I don't know about. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why did the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? Georgie has his intelligence or intellectual properties registered, you bet. I just heard Georgie right now. Let me see if we can get a pup. We haven't had a doggy all stream, and that's just not right. Trying to get at least one dog in.
Peanut butter.
Oh my goodness.
With
Coffee
coffee
Joe?
jelly.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Holy barking, Batman. Georgie, quit barking. So we just, Andy went and did some errands, and she bought me a boba with coffee jelly in the bottom. Oh, there's Georgie. Thank you. Oh, what's this? Oh, is this for the party? Okay.
You can do it down
Georgie,
here,
come
and then you can decide.
Come on.
How about that?
There we go. Oh yeah.
Do it down here first. I don't know if it's...
We got a Georgie, guys. Oh no, this is fine. So, you know we're doing that 1920s murder mystery
It's a
party
real
later.
one.
Here's a real pipe.
Got it from the sweatshop.
This is cool. This is nice looking.
I got it from a...
Nice. Now, these are appropriate for stream. You just can't do any kind of illegal substance on stream. But smoking this, that'd be fine. As long as you just put
I mean, you don't smoke,
tobacco
but
in
I
there.
didn't know.
Yeah, I don't smoke. We got a Georgie. Hi, buddy. Such a good boy. I got a pipe, I got Georgie, and I got boba. Life is good. And there's Andy hands on stream. She quickly ran away. All right, go get mama. Go get mama. Oh, he almost took my headphones. I was gonna say, I vaped on stream and never got flagged for it. Yeah, you know, from what I've heard, you just can't get like crazy intoxicated on stream. Like alcohol, you can have beer or drink on stream, but you're not allowed to get like drunk on stream. I would never do that anyway, but I'll probably do it at some point in time. But that won't be the point of the stream. I won't start a stream saying, hey guys, we're getting drunk. It'll just happen. Aw, so wholesome. Thank you, funny thing. So this is a peanut butter smoothie boba. with honey jelly added to it. This is freaking awesome. Let's see. I have also had both beer and scotch during stream, as the process made me super anxious. I can see that. I don't think I've ever really gotten buzzed on stream before. Maybe I've gotten a little bit of a buzz. Probably when I was streaming with Andy, actually. Is the straw... Oh, the straw is kind of green. That's kind of cool. Sort of translucent. How funny. So good. And actually my shirt, the S on the PlayStation right here, it's translucent too. Okay, sorry, back to the game. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth for why his witness didn't testify before? That is a fantastic question. It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. We have an option to let it go, but we should object. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't the witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Faye? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, always object. At the time, I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Bullshit. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. This is going to be so one-sided, it's embarrassing. I'd be like, I present this picture photograph of the murdering the suspect, and they'd be like, that proves nothing. Damn it. Great. He gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. I might be chewing some honey or jelly in between drinks. Kangaroo court. Is that a term? I've never heard of that, kangaroo court. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Oh dear God. Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Oh dear. Do my locutions confusing you? Confuse? Locutions? Name. These two are great together. Yeah, it is a real thing. So that's in this kind of situation where everybody's like just against you to begin with. My name is Red White, but my friends like to call me Blanco Niño. So, white child? Is that what that is in Spanish? I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corps. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Faye? White boy, okay. Technically, it's an unofficial court held by a group of people in order to try someone regarded, especially without good evidence, as guilty of a crime or misdemeanor. That reminds me of this one show my wife watched on Netflix. It was To Catch a Murderer or something, where they basically kind of like framed this guy. It was really interesting. I didn't watch the whole thing, but she told me about it. That would be negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho ho! That blinging is ridiculous. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Whoa. Let him have it, Phoenix. She actually got to be right next to me. That's interesting. I wouldn't imagine you could have somebody that's not part of the lawyer team down there with you. I would think she'd be in the audience with everybody else, you know? By the way, how does that work? Can you just go to any legal proceeding you want to? I never understood who is in the audience. Do you need to, like, know somebody? Or can you just show up? Because I gotta assume some, like, high-profile cases, anybody just can't go. Again, worst legal system ever. Let's see. It was about 9, I believe. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Let's see, the death penalty is apparently common in Ace Attorney universe, so the stakes are always high. Dang! Most cases are open to the public, but in the same cases if it's closed court, and only those involved in the cases or family are allowed in. That's kind of what I was thinking, Tajay. It gets even worse in the later games. This is cool. Needless to say, the man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then, it was all over. If things occurred to you as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. What? That was quick. Very well, defendant, Mr. White. Your cross-examination. Wow, he just tried to, like, try us right there. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. I'm gonna look at my stuff. Actually, we should press on some things. Okay, does anything talk about the time? The clock might have the time. What about the time of these? Oh, this doesn't tell us the time. Oh, press when he's at the window. The best tip you can get for this game, press everything. Alright, let's not overthink it. We'll press everything and then start presenting evidence. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know. No. You're not getting away with that. The time is correct. You are so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said, too. See, this is when we have to think about it. This is important. Do we push more, or do we hold back? Because this corroborates what Miss May said, we might want to hold back. Let's see, there is no penalty for pressing, but when you object, submit evidence, you can lose points to the point of failing. So you should always press everything they say to find the best places to interject. I think we should press further, Monkey? Well, if there's no penalty for pressing, let's do it. Oh, wait. Did the bellboy say that he wasn't there when he went? It was just her by himself, right? Or her by herself. True, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at that time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer. Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course, he could not see me. He would need x-ray vision to pull off something like that. Let's see, why didn't the bellboy see Mr. White when he delivered the iced coffee? I think because he said that he wasn't in the room, because he was busy murdering her. Tell us, what were you doing at that time? Okay, so he says he was reading. Let's press that. By window, you mean the one directly across from Fay & Company law offices? Correct. That is the only window you see. See, Perusifying. This guy should be locked up for his Trump-like ability to make shit up. Guilty. And there you were, reading papers? Correct. The Giant Gatewater is a businessman's hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Then I heard a bedlam coming from the outside. A bedlam? It must have been when you attacked, I assume. We see. Continue. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. So you were reading your paper until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop peeping out of windows at night. No snoop. Yeah, right. You made a career out of snooping. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Uh-oh. Spiky-haired? Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I love it when he slams his hands down. What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. Oh, is he gonna infer that we look like a girl? Ha ha ha. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. Hey, whose side is this judge on anyway? Obviously not our side. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. Oops, wrong button. What was Miss May doing at the time? Oh, you were asking earlier what a system I'm playing on? So I'm playing on Steam on PC, but I'm using an Xbox controller to play. I looked at the keyboard controls, but I think it might have been more confusing to try to learn that. She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Wow. Did you know she had been tapping the Faye's office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. There's an Andy hiding behind the green screen. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Is he gonna be AFK? Be right back. I will see you soon, Blaze. Sure. Thank you, baby. Ooh. My wife brought me a snack. Got some Triscuits, cheese, salami. Oh, cool. And some almonds. Healthy. Let me make some room for this. Let's see. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of this Faye woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. Wright. Invisible dish. Was it actually the dish was black? So you can't actually see through it? Well, I guess you can see through it in certain parts, huh? But yeah, it's just black. Andy is VIP. That's why in the credits I put Andy as like executive producer of the stream. I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Hold it. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende. I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. I love how he keeps like specifying you. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. The victim ran to the left, and you gave chase. Are you sure about that? How many times must I say it? Let's see, I am sorry, but Miss May saw that Miss Faye ran to the right. Oh, that's a good detail, Monkey. I am abso-positively perfect. End of story. How many times must I hear that? Psst, Phoenix. Doesn't something about that strike you as a little odd? Hint, hint. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Impaction? Why don't you just say impact? Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. On second thought, perhaps I better leave the whole language thing alone. Did Edgeworth prep this guy, too, I wonder? Anyway, I better find a weakness in there. Let's see. Oh, so I think that was all of it. So we got to go to that last one, because that makes sense about the theme to the right. But let me check what else we have here. So yeah, this one said they ran to the right. Yeah, I think that might be the only one we have right now. Let's try that. Oh, here it is. This is the one. So he says the victim ran to the left, and was it April May? Said she ran to the right. So let's go to present. And this one. Wait right there. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran to the right. Oh, it is simple. I have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? It's good to see him not looking so pompous. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run to the left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? So I think actually, oops, both could be right. Because if Miss April May is looking through the window, and if she runs to the left, right? if you were inside the room, so like you're on this side now, and they're still running that direction, it would look like they're going to the right, or vice versa. Because he was inside the room when he saw her run. This series is great at building up unlikable characters for you to tear down. Nice. Alright, so we'll say both are right. Because Mr. White's look was from inside the room. Exactly, Monkey. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Rabba, 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 rabba. Mr. White, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay and Company, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. He would have been right here where the killer is, right? Take that! This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from his point, to him it would appear that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. Not a joke. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the court of this, or disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. So, something just occurred to me. Like, are we going to be on the witness stand? Because we are the ones being on trial here right now, aren't we? Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. He's getting smug again. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing? The hilarity of the moment made me remember something, of course. It must have been unclear, and for this I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, Mr. Your Honor, might I be allowed to testify once more? You mean make up more bullshit? Let's see, I was wondering how long you've been a streamer. So, technically, my very first streams were back in, I want to say April of last year, but I only did a few just to test it out, and then I was getting married just a few months later, so I had to stop streaming. I didn't stream for about 4 or 5 months, and then I didn't start back up until late September, early October, and that's when I kind of started doing it more regularly. I set a schedule, started doing it every week, so I would say like October is probably a good starting point. I remember the first game I started streaming when I came back from our honeymoon. We went to Japan for our honeymoon, by the way. So much fun. I played Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, so that was the first game I streamed. It was a blast. Okay, very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. The PS4 one, yeah, that's the one. Such a good game. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Oh, I think he can with his money. I love the subtitle. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. See, the only thing that game was missing is a Spider-Man bowling. Spider-Man bowling? It was funny, when I was streaming on Saturday, I showed you guys a little bit of Tekken on my laptop, and that game has a Tekken bowling mode. I see Spider-Man on the PS2 is legendary. I have that game. That one's so good too. I haven't played it since it first came out. That might be a cool game to stream sometime. Let's see. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then, When you hit her savagely, that is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. Let's see, I think I need to recharge. Have fun, guys. Oh, see you, Annie. Thank you so much for dropping in and hanging out. Hope you have a wonderful day. Actually, yeah, it's pretty late for you, huh, Annie? Get some rest. You chased her and delivered the final blow. Wham! That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Trying to get me to confess? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Okay, so Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. Press. What do you mean by that? That is what I'm about to explain. You Americans, always so impatient. It does not become you. Hey, buddy, you're an American too. Let's see, I am sorry, but Miss Faye's autopsy says that she died from one blow. That's right, Monkey, a single blow. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. Oh wait, I skipped one. Okay, so this is the one we want to press. What do you mean first? First, that is what comes before what happens next. You do speak English, right? This guy doesn't speak English. Please, sit back, relax. I will try to use simple words for your benefit. First, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. I didn't hit anyone. Now, Mr. Wright. There's no point in hiding things from this court. Hey, Janie Springs, welcome back. It's good to see you. We are still working on the second episode. We're making good progress, though. I think we're gonna nail him in this series. I'm not hiding anything. We're actually the ones on trial now. The prosecution requests that the defense refrain from interrupting the testimony. Mr. Wright, you have been warned. Why is he mad at me? Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. I am late again. Oh, hey, Relentless. Sorry about that. Yeah, usually I go to the Discord and I post about an hour before I stream. Unfortunately, this time I didn't have time to do that. I was helping my wife get stuff ready for the party today. So I didn't post we're going live until we were already live. And we showed up at the same time. Welcome, everybody. I didn't press this yet. There we go. I was napping and just woke up. It's pretty... Is it really early for you right now or late for you, Relentless? What do you mean next? Next is what comes... Oh, we already did this. I know that. Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, she turned and made a desperate dash to the right. I'm super late. I meant to wake up earlier, but whoops. You know, I'm kind of jealous of you, Relentless, that you're able to nap. I can never nap. I just lay there and just sit there like, I have no problem sleeping at night. I fall asleep instantly, but napping just doesn't work for me. Unless I'm really sick. If I'm really just exhausted and sick, I can fall asleep during the day. But normally I can't sleep until nighttime. I just woke up from a 2.5-hour nap. Oh, you guys are just recharged and ready to go. Napping is great. I know, I hear such good things about napping. Doesn't work for me. So you chased her and delivered the final blow. Stop saying it was me. Bling. But it was you. Mr. Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? Nothing? Let's see, I assume you finished your investigation and then proceeded to start grilling this guy? Oh, yes. We are... I think we're in the final spot of trying to catch this guy. What is it? Ooh. ASMR. That's really good. So Andy's making some mousse for a dessert thing right now. It was awesome. I nap, but not by choice. May I continue? That was perfect timing for that. That is what Miss May saw. So each of you saw different parts. Abso-positively. That's right, of course. Where did he pick up that annoying phrase? Anyway, moving along. You see, you hit her twice. This is where we're gonna object, I think. So you were watching both times? I suppose I was. And please, excuse me for not testifying to this sooner. Let's see. I'm hoping John will start a bit of the third case before the end of the session. I could push it to like 3:30. That's about an hour from now. I think that'll probably be time. What do you think, Phoenix? I think we got him right where we want him. He slipped. Let him laugh for now. I'll soon wipe that smile off his face. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. Wait, that's the beginning again, isn't it? Crap. We already did this. Okay, so I look at what we can present. I think it's this one, autopsy report. So, she died from a blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. See, before, this clue said that she died immediately, but then there was a new autopsy report that said she died after a few minutes. So maybe that's not the contradiction we're looking for. Let's look at the floor plans. I was thinking if she ran left to right, why would that stuff be broken on the left? I guess if that's where she ended up, she could have still broken stuff. Let's see. Oh, we can click on the report. Okay. I don't think I can click on this one. I can check the phone and the floor plan. But if I press A on here, it doesn't do anything. We can present it, though. Let me see what else he says. And then you hit her. That's what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. To the right. That is what Miss May saw. Sorry, stepped away to get a Powerade to get the taste of nap out of my mouth. Taste of nap. I like that. I don't think the autopsy report shows 2 blows to the head, though. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, for the 2 hits. That's what I'm thinking, Monkey. There's 2 places, though, that it mentions that. I'm still mad at myself for falling asleep and missing basically 2/3 of the stream. Oh, Relentless, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're here now, though. If it was me and I managed to fall asleep, I would have slept through the whole thing. so there's two things. There's this one that says delivered the final blow. And then there's this one, you hit her twice. Both of those could be a contradiction. Let's see, I missed the first hour because I was so engrossed in therapy stream. Yeah, I want to be able to watch more of that. Unfortunately, 9 times out of 10, I couldn't watch today because I was getting ready for the party. And then usually she streams during the weekdays, and I'm like at work, and I can't watch streams there. I think I'm going to do it on this one. You can technically do both. You can hit someone twice and deliver another final blow. But I think that the autopsy report showed that they were only struck once and were killed from that one blow. But it didn't happen instantaneously. But I think they could have told if there was multiple blows to the head. Let's see. I'm not able to catch her live as much as I would like to, but I do when I can. Oh, that's awesome, Tache. Oh, we love therapy. Let's try this one. Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say about that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? Let's see, if the music stops after an objection, you were right. Oh, I love that. It's a nice little clue. I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice! Don't let him get away! That's awesome. Very well. If the witness could care to revise his testimony. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Oh, okay. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. And then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran to the door. And then you did her in with a single blow. Whap! Totally tell he's making that up on the fly. Thwap indeed. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Oh, no, you don't. Deal with it. Deal with it. This is almost over. This is great. Oh, you can't see the lamp falling, monkey. You see, when I looked at the other window, when I heard the thing fall, he just says I heard the thing fall. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. He doesn't say he saw it fall, he said he heard it fall. The killer you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran to the door. Oh yeah, pressing. Okay, this is the beginning. So he says he heard the thing fall. Press. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that. The glass light stand. Let's see, that was my first thought when I saw the floor plans. I kept trying to follow the line of logic, even when it wasn't relevant. That's what we do, Relentless. We like to overthink things. Right. The one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix. Doesn't something strike you as odd? Yes, very odd. Yeah, that is odd. I'll push further. Mr. White, Huh? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. So sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor? That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Well, why? Me? Well, I was instructed not to. Wait. One moment. Give me a minute to gather my thoughts. I am so confused. White's fallen apart. Your Honor, please, I ask that you do not allow the witness to be badgered any further. Mr. Wright, please refrain from badgering the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Edgeworth is on the ropes. Very well. The witness may continue his account. It's getting intense. Then the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. Miss Mia? Mr. White, did you know the victim personally? No. Triple no. How would I? How could I? I see nothing odd about the witness knowing the name of the victim. Mr. Wright, I will not have you herring on the witness. You're looking a little flustered, Edgeworth. The killer you attacked her. Wait, the killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Now before, you said that she was hit before she ran. Yes, I must have been confused. But don't worry, we all know what happened now. She turned and ran for the door. What did you do then? I gave chase, of course. Gave chase to what? Nice. No, not me. The killer. I mean, he gave chase. That was awesome. Mr. White, please try to remain calm. Let's see, I gotta go to bed now. Early flight tomorrow. Dude, Therapy Android is like our resident world traveler. Where are you going now, Therapy? I'm curious where you're heading off to. That's exciting. I gotta say, when I first started my job, I got to fly all over the place, and I freaking loved it. But now, whenever I have to fly, it's always tricky because it's like I gotta leave the dogs, I gotta leave the house, I gotta leave my wife. It's not as easy as it was when I was single and had nothing. Going to Norway for a couple days. Oh, sweet. Well, have a very safe and very fun flight, and I hope the weather's nice and you have a good time. Take care. Thank you for dropping in, and thank you so much for the raid. That was freaking awesome. Once again, if you guys haven't followed Therapy Android, check out her channel. Alright, Mr. Wright, here is only trying to fluster you with baseless accusations. Oh, right. Thank you, Miles. Miles? Then you did her in with a single blow. Thwap. Thwap. That doesn't sound like the savage attack from your earlier... That's what's going to be happening to him real soon, right? Open up. He's going to get opened up in prison. Let's see. I'm currently having a critical role gift battle. What is a critical role gift battle? I'm so confused.
Alright.
Oh, yes, well, I'm a man of peace, you see. Phoenix, he's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. The glass stand was lying on the floor. That's the first I've heard of this. Why didn't you tell us about the stand before? Well, why? Me? Well. Oh, we already did this. Okay. We can skip that. Okay, so we've badgered him on everything. There's a broken glass stand. Although, There's one key detail in this. It says it's broken beyond all recognition. So if he only saw it after it had fallen, there's no way he could know it was a nightstand or a glass light stand. It would just look like a bunch of glass on the floor. It could be anything. It could be a table. It could be a glass statue. So let's look at the detail. See, Critical Role is a D&D show hosted and DM'd by Matt Mercer, the voice of McCree. And a friend and I are posting gifts back and forth until someone has the best gifts. Read as someone gets tired. That's awesome. Using that PhD brain. All right, so we have to find out where he calls out the light stand. Oh, did I get to the very end? I think I missed it. Oh, here it is. So, present and the shards. My old roommate and I used to have meme battles that would last for months. That's like a war of attrition, Tajay. Who can last the longest? Ooh, the music stopped. That's a good sign. Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof! Just by seeing the broken pieces, you'd have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me, exactly when was it you saw the stand? Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct. That would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. This is where we might be able to use the view from the window to see that the nightstand was out of sight. Let's see, at one point while living together, our only communication for about 2 months was memes. How can you live together and only chat with memes? That's freaking awesome. There's a big problem here. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred. Correct. That is so... It's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, unimpeachable. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. Supernatural has a GIF or meme for everything. That show's gone on like 10 seasons or something, hasn't it? What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. The person in the hotel could not have seen the stand before it fell over. Present the floor plans. Let's see, 14 seasons, about to the air of the 15th and final. See, 15 seasons, it's a hell of a lot of material to work with. And take that! Look at this. These... I gotta clear my throat. Excuse me. Okay. These floor plans are to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say about that? Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards of glass as a glass nightstand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. I want to see his face. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Breakdown animations are such a small but great element of the series. Just watching them freak the hell out. Yeah, Your Honor. I miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict.
Objection!
That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What the hell? What? Forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corps. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does that have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by whom? No, you wouldn't. Let's see. I won with a gif of Will Wheaton getting one of his 2 natural 20s in the 8 to 9 hours of play where he didn't roll above a 10. Dang! I have the anti-possession tattoo on my arm. I know, I thought we got a confession from Miss May. No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Yeah, they're both making up shit now. Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Fay and Company law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it was a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. This guy. Leave it to me. I feel faint. Mr. White's face is faceless conjecture. Seriously. There's so many emotions these guys go through. I also own the same jacket Dean wore in the first seasons, the brown leather one that he got from Dad, and have photos of a con a couple years back wearing one of the actual ones from the show and sitting in Baby? What does that mean? Is Baby like their car or something? I don't watch a whole lot of Supernatural. I watched part of the first episode with my wife. Baby is the car. Okay. Bam, big flood. Baby's the car, John. Don't you know anything? I should watch that show sometime. Okay, so we need to... Oh, I can't actually rebut these things. Oh, I'm not there yet. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay and Company law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over, by the sound? Watch Good Omens. It's 6 episodes and amazing. Is it good? Is that another show? This is common knowledge, John. It is known. It is known. 67 Impala. Such a smexy car. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. Oh, it's a mini-series. I like mini-series. Less commitment. Show on Amazon Prime. I do have Prime. It's a new show adaptation of a book. Good Omens. I've never heard of that book either. I don't care about cars, but Dean's Impala is a really handsome car. And it almost identically follows the book too. See, I think most books would do better if they went to a mini-series or like a 10-episode series, like a show, rather than trying to cram it all into a movie. Very few books can be condensed properly into a movie. The book is by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Oh, nice. I don't know exactly who they are, but those names sound familiar. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. Now we get to rebut and everything. Press. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves that the wiretap was placed before the murder. I mean, that's true. Pratchett is a certified British icon. Oh, rest in peace. They did a really excellent job with it. One of the few times I would place an adaptation on par with the book. That's high praise. Right. I had entered the Fay and Company law offices. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days were found in the Fay and Company law offices. Those were obviously Mr. Wright's. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. See, Terry Pratchett is one of the reasons why I wanted to start writing. I love all his books. What's like the most famous Terry Pratchett book? Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to Fay and Company law offices. Let's see, it's even more so high praise because both Pratchett and Gaiman are excellent writers. Yeah, if you have like something really good to adapt, you really got to nail it to make it anywhere near as good. Whoops. Let's see. If I know Edgeworth, he has probably bribed someone to make sure the records say the prints belong to whoever he wants them to belong to. That's right, they had said this guy kind of does whatever it takes to get these things won, even if it's like kind of dirty, right? I seem to remember in the previous case, all of a sudden we got like a new autopsy report with some other BS in there. Let's see, the one you've most likely heard of is Discworld. I have heard of Discworld. They even made a game based on that. It's actually a point-and-click adventure. It's really weird from what I've heard. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? Yeah, I did not know there was a game. To the Googles. Yeah, maybe we could play that game on stream sometime. I'm pretty sure. Now I'm curious. Maybe I even own it. Let me just check real quick. Discworld. I don't own it, but I could have sworn there was a game. And it's like animated too. Oh, you know, I don't see it on Steam. I'm not going to search much further, but I think there is one. Maybe Good Old Games has it, or maybe it's just an old game they never converted to modern computers. So why did you tap Mia's phone? No spoilers, but this section really shows how much Phoenix relies on luck sometimes. This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corps is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw this glass light stand. Why did you notice something so as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beauteous thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it. There's nothing for me to press on him. Oh well. Maybe he's rattled enough that I can bluff something out of him. Oh, this is where it's going to go to luck. It was the beginning of September, the week before. Okay, so we're back at the beginning. He said a week before the murder. What is it? What's the date today? Like September 7th or something in the game? Here it shows September 5th. So, I guess that could still be true. And this we don't know about either. We haven't looked at this for a long time, so... There's a department store receipt with the letters written in blood and Maya. Okay, let's listen to these. Okay, so beginning in September, I had entered the office. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Crap. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. Never. You fought honorably. This guy. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? I didn't say to give up. Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. What the hell? Mia? It should be Maya, right? Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. What? Ah, you're finally awake. Back. Hey, Phoenix. Gak, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. This is getting crazy. Their family is gifted mediums, remember? Oh, that's right, Tajay. Yeah, you're... Maya? Didn't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? So she's bringing back Mia so that we can see her. This is Maya. When you accepted your defeat in court, it appeared that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you, Mia? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt in the court record, right? Oh yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix, Wright wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? And of course they took that chance to show us more boobies, because Japan. And it's here we learn that the spirit medium stuff is real in the Ace Attorney universe. Oh, cool. Not just something they talk about, but you get to see it firsthand. Look at the front of the receipt. The front? Oh, it's going to have the date. It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand. Ooh. Date of purchase, September 4th. That's not a week before. Nice. That's only like 2 or 3 days before. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa. Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Bullshit. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. Receipt updated. Receipt for a glass light stand. The date of purchase is the day before the murder. See, it was so creepy seeing that sprite, if you know what I mean. Was it a combination of the two characters? It looked different. During the second case of the second game, I think it was the second case, I was just like, really? Well, I mean, what's her name? Miss April May? Her jiggling was just out of control. It was hilarious. Rabble, 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 rabble. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... Rather, are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. You'll understand if you ever played Justice for All. That's the second game? See, there's a lot of cleavage in this game, but some of the context is weird. I'm excited to see it. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. John has no idea, because, you know, Japan. I know, I'm scared now. I'm worried. Your Honor, please, give me one more chance. Edgeworth, you twit. He's just like, no, they can't do anything. Just end it. Indeed. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Wright his last chance. I love him, but he's the worst. Corrupt bastard. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. The wiretapping. Okay, so actually this is the one we need to present right now. He said it was a week before the murder. Let's see, I love the characters who are the worst. You may have noticed this. I sure have, Relentless. Nah, Prosecutor Dracula is the worst. Edgeworth is a close. Prosecutor Dracula? That sounds amazing. Let's present the receipt. Ooh, music stopped. That's a good sign. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? Bah, you're gasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase. Why, that's the day before the murder. I love those reactions. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fay and Company... Is it Fay and Company or Fay is co something else? Corporation? I don't know. Conglomerates? Law offices at the beginning of September. Let's see, it's no vampire. It's Damien Bloodmarch from Dream Daddy. Oh, how funny. I've never played Dream Daddy, but I've seen some people stream it before. I haven't watched it. I've just seen them actually, like, in my list of people streaming. It is company. You can pronounce it co, though. Okay. That'll make it easier. The stand could not have been there. Wah! Jeez. Well, Mr. Wright. Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible achievable. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
What now? Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Eh? What? No way he can worm out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. That's what you guys are saying about how their law system's all jacked up. You're innocent until proven guilty, not guilty until proven innocent. Come on. Let's see, I had a leg cramp earlier and my leg still hurts. Oh, did you get one of those cramps like while you were napping? Those are the worst, when you get that cramp when you're sleeping and it just wakes you up and it's like super painful and you have to stretch it out. I hate those. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. Charlie horse, that's right. Ugh, those are nasty. And they always wake you up too, which is the worst. Like, welcome to the world of the living. Here's some pain. Those things suck. There is concrete evidence that Phoenix is innocent. Oh, don't tell me, monkey. Let me check it out. Another inquiry. This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. We should totally object, because this is stupid. But I also want to see what happens. Let's try to object. What's the worst could happen? Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There is no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. Dang, what? Objecting is usually the right thing to do when faced with those choices. Okay, good. The completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make up something. And after Mia showed up to help me and all. Mr. Your Honor, I love that, Mr. Your Honor. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. Ah! The witness will stay. Mia? Phoenix. Read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? Is that Maya with Mia's face? Is that what's so weird? A list of people's names in Maya's handwriting, or Mia's handwriting. Your Honor, if I may. So insufferably fancy. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Yeah, we're trying to do our job. Come on. You bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. This is it.
Take that!
I love that. Take that. Maya with Mia's face. And well. And Mia's cleavage. It's just Mia in Maya's outfit. She takes on the appearance of whoever she's challenging. Oh. I bet there's some funny variations of that later on in the game. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. So stop, desist, halt. Please, stop. Make him stop. How did you get that list? Mr. Wright, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Dang. Well, I mean, what's the worst now? I mean, it could all come out anyway. You're in jail for murder. That kind of blackmailing for the confession would never fly in real life. No, not at all. You see Phoenix's. Alright. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. This is what you're talking about, luck, Blaze. That's funny. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. And none of that happens in this courtroom in fine real life. That's what makes it fun. Otherwise, it'd be boring as hell. Have you guys ever done jury duty before? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that if only you knew how spirited it was. It's in California. What do you expect? What do you mean? This is exactly what happens during a trial. I've been called to jury duty many times. Typically, you have to call this phone number a few times throughout the week, and eventually they tell you, come here at this time, or they say you're dismissed. I think out of the 4 or 5 times I've gotten the notice, 4 times they've always said, don't even bother coming. One time I actually had to go there. I was in the waiting room, we filled out paperwork, went all the way into the courtroom when they were interviewing judges, or jurors, but they actually completed their jury selection before they even called me up, so I got lucky. Let's see, I got called for jury duty a couple weeks ago. Waste of paper. Didn't even have to go, huh, Tajay? Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Let's see, where do you get to be just told don't show up? I had to sit in a room for 10 hours only not to be called. Well, for me, what happens is I get something in the mail. In California, it tells you, you've been selected for jury duty. Please call this number after like 5 p.m. on Monday. So Monday comes around and I call it up. And usually what it does is it says, thank you for your call. Please call back again Wednesday after 5 a.m. or 5 p.m. So I wait till Wednesday night. I call back. It says, thank you for calling. Please call back Thursday at 5 p.m. I call back Thursday. And then this automation says, your jury duty is selected. You do not have to come. Thank you for your time, or something like that. Then you're just done. But sometimes it tells you, you need to come to such and such courtroom at this date, and then you actually have to go. And that's where I had to wait for hours and hours. You're in Cali too, South Cali? Okay. So yeah, you should have done something like that, but maybe it's different depending on your local courts. I'm not sure. I cannot serve on a jury. I have a felony conviction. Dude, instant get out of jail free card, Tajay. That is all. This court is adjourned. September 9th, 224. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Let's see, I had to go sit at the San Diego courthouse for 10 hours. That's awful. Did you get paid for that? Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations. You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. You don't live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief. I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief, Mia. Go by the office at 9, you say? Giggity goo. 9 o'clock at night. Let's see. I love that Phoenix has supernatural powers on his side and still only ever barely wins. That's what makes it exciting. If he won easily, it'd be boring. Let's see. I think so, but not as much as I was usually getting. Luckily, now my job is to be basically a professional babysitter for my sister, so I don't think I'll be called. I've seen that before. I think you still get called, Janie, but when I was at that jury selection, it doesn't get you out of it, but you can request to be postponed. Because I know some people, at least in my jury selection, were saying like, hey, I'm a caretaker of like, you know, my father or someone that I have to watch all the time. And, you know, I can't be gone for a week or something like that. They don't say that gets you out of jury duty permanently, but they usually postpone it. And then you have a chance of not getting called again. Phoenix does his best. All right, what's going on here at night? Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came. Mia. I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? It's 9 o'clock at night, lady. Mia? You should see her face. Is this Maya or Mia? Mia. What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. Let's see, you can request to be exempt if it's from your job. Yeah, I think you can get exemptions, but I'm not sure if it's a permanent thing or not. It seems like you can get postponed, but they will still call you back later, but I'm not 100% sure. That's just what it seemed like in the courtroom. They were actually like fighting with this person because I guess they'd been postponed before and they got called back in and they tried to explain their case and the judge was like, I understand that it's hard for you not to do this, but it's pretty much everybody's, it's not your right to be on the jury, it's your responsibility to be on a jury. So we'll put you on the postponement list and you will get called again. See, my dad takes care of my sister most of the time and because of that, he's exempt. That's good. That'd be nice because it seemed like, and maybe it depends on what district you're at, but this person seems to be doing the same thing and they keep getting called back. Let's see, looked like you were her. I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? It's 9 o'clock at night. Why do you need lunch? Maya, why are you here? Because of this. See, Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of, huh? She means the office, this office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right?
All right.
Lunch. And who better but me, Maya Fey, reporting for duty. Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick, Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name, and Mia said that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick. You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it... yeah. Partners. Nice, Tajay. Partners. Simplicity. She's 17! Japan, Blaze. Japan. That's the answer to anything weird in anime. Japan. That's why. It is Maya's fault I'm here now. FBI, open up! Detroit police! But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Actually, because of her, you might be in jail. Wright & Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. You can't just like take over a law office like that. You kind of have to be given the building, given the lease, all that kind of stuff. What a sweet moment. Hey, Linz, how's it going? How are you doing? Open up, detective. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Look at the expression on his face. He looks scared as hell. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what?
Wake up, Lieutenant.
Nice. Burgers, dummy. Burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on. There's time. Our time's a wasting. Okay. Wait up. The end. Aw. I'll always be here, watching, to make sure that you don't do anything inappropriate to my sister. Right? Holy crap. What the hell kind of episode was that? Looked like something out of Power Rangers. Alright, let's save it. Ta-da! Episode 3, guys. So, that is honestly absolutely perfect timing because we're pretty much at 3:30 and we just wrapped it up. So it'd be good for the next stream, which will probably be Tuesday, just to pick up on a brand new episode, start from scratch. It's the best way to start a stream. Don't have to have any prior knowledge. It's just boom, hit the ground running. Okay, it's probably going to start this, but I'm going to try to exit as soon as I can. Oh, it's going by itself. We'll rewatch this next time. It's kind of a cool intro. The moon. No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the last moon you ever see. What the hell's going on, guys? I just got here, though. I know, Linz. Well, you're 3.5 hours late, in my defense. The warrior swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. Oh, it is a TV show. The Dark Messenger returns. I'm sorry, Linz. Were you napping? Because quite a few people were napping at the start of the stream. Okay, now I can actually exit. Looks like you can save any time, but I'm not going to save right now, so when we start the next time, we get to watch that intro again. So, title screen. There we go. See, thank you for the stream. This was so fun. Oh, heck yeah, Blaze. So that was episode 2. So there's still at least 2 more episodes in this game, right? And then we've officially completed the first Phoenix Wright game. I think that's right. I'm really liking these games. I'm excited to do more. The name of the office changed. Yeah, we were supposed to change it to from Faye and Company to Wright and Company. We just took it over. Hostile takeover. Let's see, I'm sad that you're going, but I hope you have fun tonight. Oh, thank you, Relentless. Me too. It's I'll post some pictures of like the decorations and everything on Discord so you guys can see it. That'll be fun. Let's see, and thanks to everyone else in chat for being fun and nice too. Oh, Blaze, our group here is super just chill, fun to hang out with. We have a good crew. There's a Nate. I made it just in time for it to end. No. Do I have a good voice for that? I'm not sure. The echo probably wouldn't really work. I guess I could... It's not quite as good as the Darth Vader voice you guys can do. Oh, wild Nate appeared. Out of the forest, right? Now, this game's really cool. I like that one. That one was pretty intense. You really feel like you're going into that case like you are screwed. There's nothing you can do. Turned out that he ended up outing himself, but I can see, Blaze, what you were talking about, how much luck factored into that. Without the spirit medium help, we were screwed. There's no way we could have gotten out of that. But it's always so much fun to watch them fall apart when you catch them, you know? I mean, that's what you want out of a courtroom case. You like the surprises, the suspense, and then the freakouts when people are caught. So this game definitely triggers some really good emotion of a courtroom case. Play another short game for Nate and I. Another really short game? What would be a short game that I could do literally for 5 minutes? Because I got to help Andy start cleaning. What's something I can do that's like super short? I'm trying to even think. Really short. Okay, I got one. Here's a silly one. I'm going to do one run as long as I can, which might be 5 minutes at the most. What the heck? There it is. Oh, I was like trying to type it in my Steam thing and it was coming up with the wrong name. Alright, check this out. This will be confusing for anyone coming to this channel for Phoenix Wright. I think Case 3 is even better. Ooh, I'm excited. You and your... Yeah, I'm not doing Tetris, unfortunately. This game actually came out... The original game came out way before Tetris. This is a very retro game, but a newer version of a retro game. Have you guys ever played this? You can actually play this with 4 players. I've played it with 2 or 3, and it was fun. You guys get Pac-Man. Here's your bonus game. I installed this on my arcade, and it's fun. This one's kind of like a combination of Pac-Man. Oh! Okay, I won't count that. That one didn't count. That was practice run. Now the real one. I was a Pac-Man fiend as a kid. I love Pac-Man. I probably have like 4 or 5 different versions of Pac-Man on my arcade cabinet. Game over. Good night, everybody. I always forget what different patterns are for them because they have so many different abilities. Some don't go until they see you. Some are totally random. I wonder if I can beat my old high score. It says best score, but I know I've gotten a lot farther than this. You know what? I might not have cloud saves turned on. Ooh, best ghost multiplayer. Crap. I think those guys just go back and forth. Here we go. Ah, crap. Oh. Oh my god. Oh, he got me. One more. These are so quick. Surprise Puyo Puyo Tetris? No, because I would get into that monkey. And we have to exchange friend codes and all that to get it set up. It'd probably take us like 15 minutes just to get that going. Last run. Clyde is the best ghost. Need to get that cherry. I think you can play this on like pretty much anything. You can get it on your phone, get it on your tablet. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the chat. Alright, I gotta get going. Back to the credits. There we go. Little bonus game, because you guys just came in at the last second. Rest in peace. Yeah, I'm not a Pac-Man master, but Pac-Man's great. The only problem with my arcade cabinet and Pac-Man is there's 2 different kinds of joysticks for those arcade games. You can have an 8-way joystick, so you can go up, down, left, right, and you can go to the corners, like up right, down left, up left, so there's 8 different directions. But those old arcade games, they actually only had 4-way joysticks. Oh, Georgie! Thank you so much, Nate. That's a good one. I don't see that one very much. I kind of forget at which bit levels I put which animations. That was a good one. That's Georgie on the couch, super excited. You get to see a little bit of my living room in that animated GIF. So yeah, Pac-Man works best with a 4-way joystick, just up, down, left, right, because on mine, if I accidentally press up and to the right, Pac-Man just stops, or he doesn't register going up. If I'm trying to go up, but I actually go up to the right, he doesn't know what to do, because the game wasn't designed to have those. You can go in the options and try to tweak it to make it a little bit better, but nothing's quite as good as just having a real 4-way joystick. The racing games are very tricky too. I put some racing games on my arcade cabinet, and when you're just using like a joystick, that doesn't work too well. I'll have to try to get like a racing wheel that I can like, I don't know, somehow clamp to the arcade unit temporarily to play those games. That would be cool, but I just have to find a place to put it and some way to clamp it down so it doesn't look too stupid and it's like solid. That'd be fun. Cool, guys. Well, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I'd like to thank for bits, but I got a bunch of anonymous cheers. So thank you all the anonymouses, and thank you Nate for the biddies. I really appreciate that. And we got a new follower too, Jinxette. I'm not sure if you're still there, but thank you so much for the follow. And of course, Therapy Android with the big raid. Thank you, Therapy. I think Therapy already had to go, but we always appreciate her anyway. Thank you so much. She's actually taken a flight to Norway, so let's wish her a good flight, safe flight. Have a great party. Thank you so much, Blaze. Yeah, we're doing a, some people that just jumped in, we're doing a mystery murder dinner party tonight where we all dress up, we have a nice dinner at our house, and we all play characters. We've been given roles of how we're supposed to dress and act, and then we just kind of go through this game. There's like an audio CD that came with it. You listen to it, and it kind of tells you the situation and what you need to do. And yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but it should be fun. Let's see, have a great mystery party, try not to get killed. I don't know if I can die. I think we just have to try to guess who the murderer is, but maybe I can die. I don't know. If I do die, because it's all pre-recording, I have a feeling that, oh, Lindsay, you're saying record it. I know, I was thinking about it, but I'm not comfortable recording friends that aren't used to the streaming thing and being recorded like that. So what I want to do, Linz, is to have more groups over to play games with us, like Mario Party, Smash Brothers, or Mario Kart, or, you know, good fun 4-player games we can play together. So if they get used to being on stream with all of you awesome people, then they'd be more inclined that if we did board game nights or something, we could stream that too. And that'd be freaking awesome. But we'll have to try that out. But I'm not comfortable throwing a camera on somebody when they're not prepared for it. And I know a lot of these people coming here, they've never been on a stream before. So I want to ease people into it. And we'll see if we can do that. That'd be fun. I mean, even Andy, she streamed on her own channel and she's still nervous about it. She'll do it sometimes with me, but not all the time. She has to be in the mood for streaming. So I'm going to try. It'll be cool. It'd be great to do like a board game night with all you guys. Ease her into it. That's right. Don't just flash a camera in their face. Be like, hey guys, guess what? You're on the internet. Say hi to everybody. That's too much. Luckily, I'm pretty easygoing. I don't have too much of a problem being on camera and chat with everybody, but not everybody's like that. Some people are a lot more, you know, they have anxiety about even taking their picture taken, let alone being filmed and recorded online. Welcome to the John Interwebs. Give us a like and follow. Let's see, your guests exactly. I know a few of them would be okay. Droll Shanka, she's coming over tonight, and she streams, so she'd be used to it. Spider Monkey, he streams, he'd be totally cool with it. But there's at least 4 others that have never been on stream before, so they're the ones we need to convince. So I'll work on that, and then we can film more things later on and stream with you guys, because when I did that laptop thing, it seems like people enjoyed that, doing some non-video game related stuff, so it'd be cool to do different streams that aren't just video games, but maybe involve more people and just different activities. We'll see. So anyhow, thank you guys so much. It's always been a blast. I wish I could stream longer, but I'm gonna go help Andy prep for the party. So let's see who's online right now. The one nice thing about quitting early on Saturday is I bet I have a few friends streaming online right now. Who is there? Okay, I see 2 people I'd like to raid. Oh, I think I know who we want to raid. So Katie Rose, she was another person that got raided by Brian Deckhart a while back, and she is streaming Undertale right now. She's a super chill person. She's good friends with like Rebecca the Brilliant and some other people that have been in this channel quite a bit. So if you guys haven't seen Undertale, that is a really cool, quirky game. And what's neat is the story reacts to your choices and things, and it's just a really weird, interesting game. So let's go ahead and say hi to Katie. Raid. Make sure I spell this right. Undertale is freaking awesome. I haven't played Deltarune, the kind of pseudo demo sequel. I want to do that sometime. Maybe I'll stream that. See you next time. Bye. Oh, bye, Relentless. Let's see. The majority of Undertale fan base is toxic. I've heard that. And that sucks. It's like, why? Why you gotta be like that? Like, you have a cool passion, you have a cool game, just enjoy it. There's no reason to be a dick about it, you know? I don't know. I enjoyed the game, but I did one thing that screwed me out of getting the pacifist ending. I was very upset. Let's see, Win streamed it recently, and as mods, we were working overtime. Really? I might be wary about streaming that. And I need to do that at some point. See if you guys have any interest in modding for the channel. I don't want like a ton of mods in the channel. Our group is so chill that we haven't really needed mods, but there might be some times where we jump into a game that has a lot of toxic people in the fan base, and it would be good to have some more mods. I can do some modding, obviously, and based on the crap that we've had to deal with, I've been able to do it fine. But if it starts happening more, you know, quickly, especially if I am playing VR, I can't mod it all in VR. I'd have to take off the headset and then get to my keyboard. That doesn't work. So Anyhow, guys, thank you again so much. It's been a blast spending time with you. And let's go see Katie Rose and say hello. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, unless I can fit a bonus stream in there sometime. I'll let you know in Discord. Oh, by the way, I'm so bad at that. You guys haven't been on the Discord. There it is. I need to get better at that. All right, see you guys next time. Have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye, guys.